Hey y'all, welcome to another vlog. If you're new here, I'm Chanina, hey girl, hey. And today is Monday, y'all, and I'm off today. Can you believe it? I don't know why they have me off today, but I am grateful because it is an off type of a day. Like an off day where there are no pickups, no drop-offs, no grocery store runs, no post office runs, no I gotta go. Like, there is absolutely no reason for me to leave this house today, and I'm super excited about that. Y'all just don't understand. It's been months and months since I've had an off day where I was like off, okay? Tomorrow I'm off too, but it's back to business as usual. Drop off pickups, I gotta do laundry and all the things. But today, I'm not leaving this house. It's raining outside, and the rain just makes me want to take a nap right now because it just sounds so soothing. Do any of you like the sound of rain? I like the sound of rain. It's so soothing. Anyways, I'm doing things around the house today, and I don't know why, but I'm like kind of excited about it. I've already hit both of the bathrooms. I've changed the shower curtains. I need to buy a shower curtain liner for the hallway bathroom, so I did like a bootleg situation in there. I also need to switch out the rug in there, but I've got to do laundry. I've got a rug that I can put in there, but it's like that black girl power rug, and he's a guy, so don't want to put that in there, and it's brown. Anyways, so that's done. I've mopped both floors. I've got the I've got some bleach, some dish detergent, and some water for the floors. For everything else, I used the vinegar multi-cleaning solution that I showed you guys in the last grocery haul that I did. And y'all, oh my gosh, it smells so vinegary. Girl, I had to switch. I had to go ahead and light the wax melt in the bathroom as I was in there doing what I was doing, because that vinegar smell is so strong, and it's supposed to be fresh linen, a multi-purpose vinegar solution, but I'm not smelling the linen. So as I was cleaning, I was thinking to myself, you know what, I need some essential oils to drop into that solution to mask the vinegar smell. If I can just mask it a little bit, that would be great, because oh my gosh, girl, everything smells like vinegar. And as I was cleaning, and now everything, it just smells like bleach and vinegar here, okay? So I've got a candle lit here in the bedroom, so that's kind of helping out as well. Okay, so I've got that done. The next thing that I want to do is set up my bed. So super excited. Okay, my bed, first of all, I need a new mattress. I don't know why I'm holding y'all like this. You guys are on a tripod and I'm holding y'all like itty bitty babies. Okay, so I have been wanting to raise my bed for a long time, ever since I raised Olivia's bed. Her bed rail is 18 inches. Is it 18 or 16 inches tall? And I like how high her bed sits. And for the longest, I had been saying I wanted to do mine. Y'all know I'm on like an apartment refresh kick. It's taken me a while because I don't have, listen, I'm not just going to do everything all at one time. I'm just doing stuff as I go. So the last thing that I did as far as a refresh that you guys have seen is the dish rack. I told y'all that I've been wanting to switch out the dish rack, move away from red, so cross that off the list. Okay, so my bed rail came yesterday. I ordered it from Amazon. The bed rail that I was originally going to buy, that's been sitting in my Amazon cart for ever and a day, is like $119 before tax and shipping and all the things, right? The other day, I was on Amazon and I was just scrolling because I window shop on Amazon all the time. Like I'm always on Amazon, right? I rarely buy anything, but I'm always on Amazon. Anyways, I come across an 18-inch king size bed frame, exactly like Olivia's, but it's king size for $60. $4 versus the one that I was contemplating on buying forever and a day was $119-ish. Was $119 or 126? It was like some odd, type of a price. But anyways, it came yesterday. I ordered it Friday and it came yesterday while I was at work. So I'm super excited about putting that up. All right, I'm beginning to put the mattresses back, or the mattress back onto the bed frame. This is the bed frame here. Very easy to put together. It came with all of the pieces that were supposed to come with it. Even the tools needed to screw in the screws to the bed. So I do realize that I have a box spring, right? And these particular bed frames, you don't necessarily need a box spring for it. However, I'm not going to get rid of my box spring. So the only downfall to having a box spring for a bed frame where you don't need one is that it may slide, like your mattress may slide just a little bit from time to time if you bump into it or whatever. It's sliding right now fairly easy because I haven't put the top mattress on it yet. And the top mattress is heavy, so it'll of course weigh it down and it won't slide as much. Other than that, absolutely love. It's exactly what I wanted. All right, y'all, we're back. Next day, just did the laundry. Y'all, I did not realize how high this bed was. I went in Olivia's room and I was like, you know what? Her bed is not an 18-inch bed frame because my bed sits a little bit higher. Y'all, last night trying to get into this bed was the funniest thing because I underestimated the height of it, right? I thought it was going to be a little bit shorter. So I had to do like a kind of like a run bounce sort of situation to get into this bed. So I'm gonna have to get like another step stool to keep on each side of the bed. I have one that I can use to help us get into the bed. The Hun slept in the bed last night and he said he had to kind of do the same thing. He kind of like had to like jump and scoot onto the bed. So yeah, and then getting out of the bed, y'all, I woke up forgetting how high I was and it like it fell on my face getting out of the bed. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I cracked myself up last night. I was like, Chanina, what in the world were you thinking getting an 18-inch bed frame? Oh my goodness, I should have got like a 16-inch. Nonetheless, I do like the space underneath. I was thinking about it last night. That could also serve as storage space. Like if I have some quilts or something in a tote, then I can just slide it up under there. And I also need a higher backboard headboard, as you can see. My headboard has shrunken, so we're gonna work on that. And then of course my nightstands have shrunken as well. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. But y'all, I'm not taking it down and sending it back for a shorter one. It is what it is. We're gonna make it work.
Maybe 6 months ago, we joined and developed, went to high school together. He talked to me too about investing. He said he would use his stock tips. In the beginning, stock tips calls. And one day he calls me and tells him about some stocks and went through the roof. It's about to sell. But he wouldn't. He said perspective, I want to get out. He never did. Mrs. Sims was under the impression you were hidden in the Christmas time.
Yes, but I talked over the phone.
But you were the one who told Mr. Sims about the deal for 2000.
I think so, yes.
So why would he give that fish on average?
Look, maybe he just picked an easy target. I don't know. I'm just glad that I was around at the time.
His wife says he was broke.
Yeah, they said some stuff like that.
What was he wanting to start with?
We set up a market.
Margin. What did he use for collateral?
He took out a second mortgage.
When was that?
When he was playing cold beef. What made you say that? I was on the phone with my sister in Baltimore when the cold beef threw. At first I thought it was Rowdy's brother. But the boy asked Rowdy. He said he was a friend from school. What time was this? A little after 11. I think he was calling from out on the street. I heard a bus going by. I asked him to call back in 15 minutes. Did he?
Let's shop and then rendezvous with the food court at 2 p.m. Okay, it's not a heist. Just say meet up. Okay. Young homeowners can't do anything without a plan.
Hey, what's our plan of attack?
It's a flea market. We're not attacking anything. We should get rides first. Think of this, that. How about we just see what we're hungry? What if one of us is hungry but the others aren't as hungry? I'm not hungry right now.
Okay, did a little bit of a switcheroo to the living room again. The couch is going to always be where it's at. There's really no other way to put it. I done tried to turn it this way, done tried to angle it, and it's just a big couch. And so with this being a narrow living room, that's really the only place it can go. Anyway, so the bookshelf that was right here is now over yonder. And then that table, the big coffee table that was sitting over here with the plants on it, I'm going to donate it. So I moved my long table right here. It's a little bit higher. Actually, it's a lot higher than that coffee table. So I feel like the plants will get a lot more sun because they're higher up. And I like the way it looks. I took my little table runner here that I used for the dining room table and placed it there. And yeah, I've got to do some plant care, but that's going to be for another day. I did water them and everything, so they should be good for now. I left the photo there. I left the lamp there. I moved the table that was right here over to right here. I just felt like this corner was cluttered. I had the big dining room table over here in the corner. Then I had the bookshelf, and then I had that table over here. It was just a lot going on. So now it feels more airy over there, if that's even a thing. Okay, so all of these are getting donated. That mirror has been there. I didn't have enough room in the car to take it because I need to let down the back seat in order to get this mirror and this TV to the thrift store, and now this table. So 1, 2, 3, those 3 items are going to the thrift store. And from the Dollar Tree, a while back, I had gotten these bins. They're They've got some nice decorated bins at the Dollar Tree that I was at, and I not settled, but I chose this one. It's a lighter color than the ones that they had. It's gray and white. And I've already opened one of them when I first got them, and I decided to put my smell good stuff in here and my like emergency candles and things like that. And where I had it was right here, because I'm trying to brighten up the space. As y'all know, I've got all this beige and brown, so I feel like white will kind of, you know, offset it a little bit. And so I've got this basket, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it, so it's just been sitting here for weeks on this table. But now I know what I'm going to do with it. So over the weekend, me and Olivia went to Ollie's over in Stockbridge, and they had some Febreze fabric freshener for $5.79, which is a really good deal, because Febreze by itself over in my area could go anywhere from $6 to $7, like $5.99-ish to like $6.99-ish, right, depending on which one you're picking up. And then I ended up getting this 3-pack of Febreze sprays. This is the Kitchen Odor Fighter, the Heavy Duty Crisp Clean, and the Musty Odor Fighter, which I've never seen the Musty Odor Fighter before. Let me know down if you've ever seen that one. But I decided to use, instead of keeping these in my hall closet, I'm trying to keep all of my home smell goods in one place. So I've got my candles over here, I've got my plug-ins and emergency candles right there. So now I'm gonna put like my sprays that are not being used in this bin right here. Also, over the weekend, me and Olivia went to a thrift store, and I found some wall art. Now, there's a question mark on this color, because in the store, it looked purple to me. Outside of the store, Olivia was saying it was gray. So I figured I would just meet her in the middle and say it's more like a grayish purple. Right? Like, what do you guys think? Does it look purple to you guys? Like, I'm looking at the screen and it looks purple in the screen. Or is it gray? Nonetheless, I like it. I feel like I've seen this before at a thrift store and just didn't pick it up. I'm wiping it down with an antibacterial. I got it it was a yellow tag, so it was $4, but because it was a yellow tag, I paid $2 for it. And I'm just going to tear off the back here. It wasn't this ripped when I bought it, y'all. What happened was, it was raining outside, and we were coming in the house, and there was this water bug on the stairs facing the door, and I caught myself trying to kick it down the stairs, and it ended up running in the house. And this frame was sitting by the door, and so it ran. It was a little bit ripped up, right? So it ran behind the photo, and so I was ripping it, trying to make it come out. And so that's what happened with that. So the idea with this, here's what I'm thinking. Because I told you guys that I am going with a purple theme. So it's going to be like purple, beige, and black. Because my appliances are black. And I can't change the black or the beige. So, and I have a purple Keurig, so I'm bouncing off that purple Keurig. Okay, my vision for this, it has to be hung up this way, vertical, because the way the hooks are. So here's what I'm thinking. To kind of tie into the theme, because right now we've got some brown, beige, and white going on. Got a little bit of teal. Although, if I can find a wall art that will actually, you know what? We'll come back to that because I've got something else that I got from the Dollar Tree about a week ago, and it's just been sitting on the table. Okay, so here's my idea for this. I want to put it right here, but I don't want it to look so bare. Can y'all see? I feel like even with this hanging up by itself, it'll just still look bare on this wall. So here's what I'm thinking. Those two candle holders that are in my hallway, I'm going to hang this up, and I'm going to bring those back in here and hang them, because I say back in here because they've been in the kitchen before. They've been all over this apartment, okay? But anyways, and I figured I would hang this up like this, and to just give it a little bit more spunk, put the candle holders on the side, like so, right? And that'll start to tie into the theme of the purple kitchen, or it'll start to like transition into the theme of the purple kitchen, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then I found another photo. I just really liked this photo. I didn't really have an idea of what I was going to do with it when I picked it up, but I liked it, so I picked it up. Let me wipe it off real quick. So that was at the time. I didn't have an idea what I was going to do with it, but now I know what I'm going to do with it. This is going to go in the hallway to replace the two candles that I'm taking down. So let me wipe this down really quick. Ooh, that thing is dirty. Look at that. Just stay. Child, I see why cashiers wear gloves at the Goodwill, because this stuff, this one is dirtier than the other one. I think this is just really, really nice. I was looking through all of the photos to see if I could find maybe another one that was part of it, maybe thinking it was maybe a set or something, but I didn't find it. So $509 is what I paid for this photo. It came from TJ Maxx, $24.99 at one time, but isn't this nice? So this is going to go in the hallway because the rugs in the hallway are black and they have like specks of gold in them, and so this has a black trim, and then this is has like some brown in it, which will kind of tie, you know, a little bit of a transition from the living room to the hallway with the brown, if that makes sense. I'm not an interior designer, so please, you know, I'm just thinking out loud here. So black frame, and then this yellow will kind of bring out the little sparks or sprinkles of gold in the carpet, and of course it's hung up this way. So I'm gonna get these hung up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. All right, I've got both of the photos hung up. So I changed my mind about bringing the candle holders in here because I actually like the way that this looks. It's not too much, it's not too little. I've got these two mirrors that are right here. They were already right there. So with this photo right here, I think that's gonna be good. I was thinking about moving this over, this little set of photos over to, or wall art over to over here, but actually like it right there. I was also thinking maybe one day I can get like a artificial eucalyptus plant that hangs, and I can hang it like right there in the corner. I think that'd be cool. Okay, so in the hallway I hung up the photo, and I think it looks really nice actually. I need to change all of my light bulbs. I've decided to change all of my light bulbs because I feel like the light bulb has something to do with the yellowish beigey look in my apartment as well. So I think I'm going to change them all to daylight light bulbs. Anyway, so this is the wall art. I think it looks really nice right there. Instead of doing the candle holders like diagonal, like where I had one higher than the other, I just kind of tried to line them up with the top of the frame, and I think it looks really, really nice. It brings out this rug that I said had gold sparkles in it, which it does not. I don't even know why I said that. It's more of a beige, black, and brown sort of situation. And I got these, remember, I got these from Dollar Tree for $5 each. And I do plan on eventually getting a longer rug for this hallway. Maybe two, doing one going this way and then one going that direction for the back end of the hallway. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do, and then I'm done for right now as far as refreshing my apartment, is this wall art. So last week when I was in Dollar Tree, I was just moseying around and I found this wall art. Now, I had already been looking on Amazon for wall art, and I kept coming across like this gallery prints without the picture frame and all the things. So I threw a couple on my wish list and even threw some picture frames on the wish list, which, by the way, they're much cheaper at Dollar Tree. And they happen to have the same kind of design that I had been eyeballing at on Amazon anyway. So they've got a few selections for this gallery wall art. This is something new that's at my Dollar Tree, and I really liked this one. It's black and white, some flowers, and then it says embrace today, what will bring. And originally when I picked this up, I didn't know where I was going to put it at, but I knew I was going to put it somewhere. It wasn't until I found the wall art at the Goodwill over the weekend that I decided where this was going to go. So this is an 8x10, and it comes with all three of these photos for $1.25. And so I picked up these picture frames that were also $1.25. And here's what I am going to do with this wall art, and I think it's going to look quite nice. It's going to bring a little bit more oomph to my bedroom, just a little bit. So in here in my bedroom, y'all know the walls are pretty much bare except for over in my little office corner over there. So what I'm going to do with these is hang them over my headboard, right? Hang them over my headboard. Eventually, I'm still going to get a headboard that is going to be a little bit taller, but I think these will look nice on my headboard. Everything in here is pretty much black except for my dresser and my nightstands, which at some point those will be switched out, except for my dresser, but the nightstands will be switched out for something black, so it'll be majority black in here anyways. But I don't know, I think this is a nice touch to my bedroom, so this is where I'm gonna hang them at. So I'll show you guys what it looks like after I'm done. All right, we've got the pictures up hanging, and it looks pretty good. I was eyeballing it as far as the balance in them, but it's okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I feel like if I keep messing with it, then it's just gonna be even more off balance. I don't know if you guys can tell that it's a little bit off balance. I was trying to do where the middle one was a little bit higher than the two on the end. It's this one that needs to go down just a little bit more. But anyways, I might fix it before I go to sleep. All right, well, that's it. And that's all for this video, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me while I do a little bit of refreshing to my apartment. Like I said earlier in the video, this is an ongoing project. So I'm pretty sure later on down the line, we'll be back with some more things to refresh. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you comment down below, say hello, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.